Archers dropped their new EP, Temporary High. Dude, it has been so sick to see the growth of Archers since the last time we spoke with them. And, you know, we're going to have an interview coming out with Grayson about the EP, and we get to catch up about all the things that have happened as well as the EP, and that'll be out in due time. But, you know, I've known of the band for a long time. We started covering them around the time of that last EP when we had them on the podcast, and this is hands down the strongest that the band has been, without a doubt. You know, the last EP only came out last year, but there has been so much growth since then, both just in the band's career and then I feel in their songwriting as well. And we dive into the growth that the band had within everything in this elusive interview that will be out in due time, as I said. But this EP is just so solid, and it honestly bums me out that it's only 5 songs, because they really laser, like, you know, EPs will either be very much of one thing or be across the gambit showcasing everything, and they laser in so heavily on one thing and what they do so well, which is just straight up fucking beating the shit out of you.
It's insane, yeah.
And then they have the one slow song in the middle with Safe Now, but they've always done the slower stuff, and they've really excelled at that. But they really just beat the door down with this EP, and I love it.
Scary.
Because that's one thing with Archers that I was always kind of like, they're a metalcore band, but I feel like they almost toe the line sometimes of like not wanting to go all the way with that straight up breakdown, and still kind of staying on that like softer side, and that's why they excel so much at the softer stuff, and why Safe Now is such a fantastic song, as well as all the other songs across their discography that are on the softer side. But I've wanted songs like A Better Off, or, you know, Never Enough, or Crooked Smile, or Wide Awake, that just blow the door down, and that's what you get with this EP, and that's why I love this EP so much. Every single song on here is a standout. I just named all 5. I like all 5. I genuinely enjoy this full EP, and I'm so excited, you know, to see where the band goes from now. They're going to be headlining off the back of this EP in July, which is so dope. I will absolutely be there. I'm so excited to see them, you know, headlining the stage this time around. Then they're going to be supporting fucking nothing more at the top of next year. They're currently over in the UK. They just played Download Fest, and then I think at the time of recording tonight, they're playing a sold out show in London. I saw Grayson posting about. So it's just so dope to see the growth that the band has been having, and the music is growing alongside the growth of the band. And I'm just very excited for them and very proud of them. And everyone needs to listen to this EP, and that's where I'm going to leave it.
I completely agree and echo everything you just said. I think this EP is immaculate. I think Better Off is honestly like one of their best songs that they've ever released. It is fucking crazy. And I hear exactly what you're saying when you say that they kind of toe the line sometimes of like metalcore, and then just kind of like, I don't know what genre that would be. Just hard rock, not hard rock, because that's more dad rock, but you know what I'm talking about, where it's like it's not too heavy, but it's kind of still in that genre,
there's like
that atmosphere.
Half a breakdown, but we're not getting all the way there. Like, they're not kicking the door down, they're knocking on it.
They're knocking on it, but like a heavy knock, you know, like a daunting knock. So I think that is definitely a good example of that would be Crooked Smile, because it's definitely, it kind of bounces around in that heavier side, but it never goes the full way. It's like, I don't think it has much of like a heavy breakdown, at least in comparison to Better Off. So I love the dynamic of the opener and the closer, where it's like there's still remnants of what we started with, but it's kind of like letting you off now. It's saying like, okay, that's it, that's the EP, we're done. Safe Now, yes, it is right in the middle of the album, and it is the slowest track. I think it's still incredible. Never Enough was my favorite single. That shit fucked.
Chorus on that is crazy.
And Wide Awake is incredible. The EP, it comes, it goes. It does not overstay its welcome, but honestly, I would have been okay with like 2 more tracks. I think this is a solid record. If you like fun metalcore, if you like good music, if you like heavy shit, this is for you. This is such a good EP. Yeah.
Hell yeah.